What's up guys, Luis here from Alibi Security, and today I'm going to show you how to take care of some of the most common questions when setting up a Vigilant PTZ camera. This includes setting up presets, creating patrols, and more. If you didn't already know, Alibi Security offers a variety of Vigilant PTZ cameras that range from compact in size to commercial grade offerings. Most of these cameras include Starlight technology that provides clear color images for low light applications. And on top of that, most models include advanced analytics for dialing in your PTZ surveillance. Before we get started with the PTZ configuration, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can get notified when new videos are available. Let's get started. Okay, once you're logged into your Vigilant MVR and you do have a PTZ camera connected, it's pretty easy and simple to set up a preset on the Vigilant PTZs. So what we need to do here is just go ahead and double click on the camera to bring it full screen. And down here on the left under the sub menu, if you click on it, it will open the PTZ control remote. This remote does give you the option to kind of move the camera as needed. But what we're focused on here is setting these presets. So lower on the remote, you notice that it does have the preset option. If I hit the edit option here, we'll name this preset right. And once you hit OK here, it automatically saves that preset to the camera. So let's move the camera just a little bit over to the left. And for preset 2, we'll hit the edit button here. And we'll do middle. Hit enter, and once I hit OK, it will automatically save that preset. And let's just go a little bit further here, and we'll just name this one left. So we'll hit the edit button, we'll give it a name here, left, hit enter, and then hit OK. And now all three of those are saved. So if I want to call a preset, I can hit the green call arrow and it will automatically go directly to that preset. If you want to go back to the left one, we hit the call arrow and it will go to the left. And if we want to go to the middle, it will go to the middle preset. I'm going to close this remote out and show you where inside the menu itself where you can view the PTZ options. So if we right click on here and go to menu, once you're in the camera menu on the left hand side, you'll see PTZ. And in here, you'll have the same options that you did on the remote. Kind of have your controls here to move the camera. But the key factor here is that you do have the delete option. If you want to remove those presets, you can remove them here and re-add them here if you want, or re-add them from the remote control on the live view. Okay, moving on to patrols. The first thing we want to do is when you're setting up a patrol, you want to make sure that your presets are set. So if you haven't watched the first part of this video, go ahead and watch it. But now that we have our 3 presets set, we can create a patrol. You can only create a patrol from the PTZ menu, not the remote control. So we need to right click on the screen and go to menu. We'll go back to PTZ. And in here, you'll notice on the bottom portion here, we have the preset patrol. Right now, preset patrol 1 is selected. From this list, you have an option to create up to 4 different patrols. And what we need to do here is hit add key point. So if we hit add key point, we can choose what preset we want the patrol to start with. So we'll start with the left. The duration, depending on the camera, is going to have limitations. I believe we'll just set this one to 15 seconds just to make it not run as quick. And the speed is how fast you want it to move from preset to preset. So 5 is a good speed. All right, so we'll add another key point here. Since we started, we'll go to the middle. We'll change this to 15. And the speed at 5, leave that okay. And then we'll add that last right. 15 and 5. So now that we have all 3 of our presets set into the patrol, we want to make sure to hit the apply button on the bottom here. And then if we hit the play option, right, so we want to make sure that preset patrol 1 is selected there. Then if we hit start, it'll automatically start that patrol. Keep in mind that it will move every 15 seconds to a different position. And as you can see, it did move there. And onto the third right position preset. And it will repeat this method, right? So it should go back to the left position here after 15 seconds. So there it goes back to the left position. And keep in mind that you can repeat these presets in the patrol. So if you want to go left to middle, back to left, then to the right, you can do that. You can use the same preset more than once in a patrol. But overall, that's how simple it is to set up a patrol using the presets. The last thing I want to show you is how to create a recorded patrol. So the first thing I'm going to do here is go to menu. So the first thing I'm going to do here is just double click on this camera, hit the PTZ control, and if I go to preset patrol, I'm going to stop. So I can stop and start the patrols from the PTZ control remote. Once that's stopped, I'm going to go to the main PTZ menu. So I'll go to menu and then PTZ. And in here, you'll notice that you have the recorded patrol option next to preset patrol. You're going to have a couple of buttons that kind of give you some guidance. One is the record button and two is the stop button. So when you hit the record button, you can move the camera at will and it will be recording those movements. Once you're done moving across your patrol, you can, or zooms or whatever you need to do, you can hit the stop button and that patrol will be recorded. And then if you play that patrol, it will do exactly what you just did. So we're going to go ahead and try that out right now. So what we're going to do is hit the record option. Let's say we want to zoom in a little bit first and then move across. Let me lower the speed down so it's not so crazy, so it's not so fast. So right now it should be recording the patrol that I'm doing. And once it gets to about this point, let's say I want to stop and then zoom out. And then that's where I want the recorded patrol to stop. So I'll hit the stop option. And once that's done, all you need to do is go over here to the start button. And it will do that recorded patrol. See how it zoomed in on its own? And it will move across just like I did slowly. So that all those movements I did were all recorded with the recorded patrol. And now it's playing back automatically on its own. And once it does reach that end of the patrol, it will repeat as well. It's going to zoom out. And then the patrol will repeat. And there it goes. So yeah, a super cool and easy way to, if you don't want to deal with setting presets, you can always use the recorded patrol option to record your movements and then set that to patrol on its own. All these features can be configured through the web browser as well. So all these features can be configured through the web browser as well if you prefer it that way. The menus are going to be similar and have very similar options, setting up presets, setting your patrols, and also doing your recorded patrols. Okay, so you can see here that now I'm logged directly into the NVR with the web browser, and I do have the camera pulled up. Just to show you real briefly, on the right hand side of the web browser access of the NVR, you will have the open control panel option, and that will give you the PTZ remote along with your presets that we set earlier on the NVR are available here. So if I call middle, it will go to the middle preset. Down here under preset patrol, you can also edit your patrols here and create new ones if you would like. And then under recorded patrol as well, you can record a new patrol path or stop and start one of the previous ones that you have. The auto guard feature is the same thing as the home position, which I'm going to show you how to find here in a second. If I do recommend that if you're doing any changes with the PTZ camera, that you log directly into the camera itself. It will give you the most options and basically make it a lot easier to make configuration. So here we'll go to setup. Left hand side, we'll go to camera. In the camera menu, you want to go all the way to the right hand side and hit access on the camera that you want to access, and that'll open a separate web page. You want to log into that camera. And once you are logged in, you'll notice that you'll kind of have this very similar PTZ remote on the right hand side. But what we want to do here is go to setup. On the left hand side, we want to go to PTZ. And in here, you're going to find the home position. Here's where you can set the home position. So if you do have your camera, you're in a security surveillance situation. Let's say one of your security guards is using the camera and he gets a call on the radio and needs to run off. So he just leaves the desk automatically. Whatever the home position is set to, the camera will do after a certain amount of seconds. So right now this camera is set to after 60 seconds of idle inactivity to go to a preset. So we can do preset 2 or we can do middle. If we save that after 60 seconds of inactivity, the camera will automatically go to the middle preset. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for now so we don't have any problems while we're doing this demo, but this is where you can find the configuration for the home position. So moving forward to analytics, our Vigilant PTZ cameras do offer a variety of analytics that you can use. So if I go to setup here and then go to intelligent on the left hand side, you'll notice that we do have line crossing, intrusion detection, leave area, enter area. So let's say in this demo I want to showcase the line crossing. So I'll hit the enable button here, then I'll hit the configure, and then I'm going to move the camera down this way. I think this is a good area here. Hopefully we can catch somebody walking through. And then I'm going to hit the detection rule here. I'm going to drag my line over here and then kind of make it appropriate to the application. So if anybody walks across that, we'll hit save here. Keep in mind that your settings on this side, if you have a certain direction, etc., that you want to go to, these are the detection objects. So if you want to detect motor vehicles, we don't need motor vehicle here, so we can uncheck that. Non-motor vehicle and pedestrian. I'm going to hit save there after making those changes. And the min and max size is for these filters itself. So let's say if you are looking for a certain size vehicle, you can actually set those sizes here. But these checkboxes are what the smart analytics are looking for. So we'll make sure that's saved. And then under trigger actions, as you can notice there, it did capture someone walking across there. And then the reason it's following that person like that is because under trigger actions, we do have trigger tracking enabled. So if I hit the tracking option here, you'll notice that it says tracking timeout is 30 seconds. And the zoom is auto. So it's automatically going to try to zoom in and out on that person the way it feels necessary. So right now, after 30 seconds, the camera will go back to its normal state. Keep in mind that once you click on the tracking option, it will, whatever you have on the previous screen was not saved. So if we go back to PTZ, if we go back to intelligent, and we're in the crossline section here, when you make these changes under trigger action, you want to make sure to select the box and hit save. So now let's go back to live view and see if it is currently tracking anything. And we have somebody coming here. And as soon as they cross that line, you notice that it does detect the human body. And it is kind of focusing and zooming on its own to the human body detection. So a very cool example of the line crossing with the auto tracking. Okay, Okay, so I have my phone in front of me here, and I'm just going to show you where you can find the PTZ controls on the mobile app. So once you do have a camera pulled up, you can select the PTZ option on the bottom, and you'll notice that you'll have a little menu that pops up with zoom, focus, add a preset, manage presets. If you wanted to control the camera, you can put your finger in the corners of these arrows, kind of swipe up and down, it'll move the camera. This is not a full PTZ camera, but I do have the capability of zooming in and out. If I hit the zoom option here, you notice that a zoom box does pop up. If I hit the plus here, it does zoom the camera in and out. Under focus and then preset and then manage presets, you are able to add a preset and then also call presets from the cell phone app. So that's just a brief overview of where you can find the PTZ controls on the Vigilant mobile app. Last but not least, this is the CMS application, and I'm going to show you where you can find the PTZ controls inside the live view section. So if I get my mouse here and just stick it over this camera, you notice that I have a sub menu that pops up. The third option here is PTZ control, and that will bring up a PTZ remote for this camera. I can call presets. I can call patrols from here as well, and also select the auto guard if I want. I can create presets, call presets, and then actually remove presets as well. Same thing with patrols, and obviously this is going to be your options to move the camera around, focus, and then zoom, and I'll zoom in and out here. Hit the arrow down there, you do have some more options that come up here with your speed, etc. In my opinion, it's easier to configure the PTZ presets and patrols, recorded patrols from either the web browser or the local interface, but you do have quite a few options still using either the CMS or the mobile app. Overall, it's pretty easy to configure the presets, the patrols, and the analytics. But if you run into any issues or have any questions, feel free to reach out to our tech support team for help. Also, thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to support the channel by hitting the like and subscribe button. It really helps, and we truly appreciate it.